Can a series of doodles truly hypnotize an audience? Meet Mr. Doodle, the artist whose unusual drawings have initiated a phenomena, but also an unsettling theory. What if his fascinating sketches are more than they appear, acting as tools for subconscious influence? As millions of fans celebrate his work, questions arise. Is Mr. Doodle a mere artist or a secret hypnotist playing with our minds? In this video, we'll dive deep into the mesmerizing realm of his art, discovering the possible connection between doodles and hypnotic suggestion. Buckle up as we challenge your perceptions and disclose the enigma of Mr. Doodle. Already, so many of his followers have started coming out with stories of how his sketches have ruined their lives and peace. His doodles often feature intricate details, eyes that seem to follow you, shapes that morph into something disturbing upon closer inspection. It's a reflection of the human psyche, tapping into worries and desires, inviting viewers to confront the gloominess hiding beneath their own surfaces. Through this art, Mr. Doodle masterfully manipulates perception, leaving a lasting sense of discomfort that stays long after the viewer has turned away. So do you think he is a hidden hypnotist? Let's look at his mysterious case and what the people are saying about him.
I'm Sam Cox, or Mr. Doodle, and I'm a doodle artist. I doodle for a living, and I love to doodle over as many different surfaces and places that I can possibly find until the entire world is completely doodled.
Today, Mr. Doodle is getting high fame across the world for his scribbles, but when this artist first came out, no one knew his real name. He only ever introduced himself as Mr. Doodle. From the start, he was a mystery, and although he tried to act like a quirky artist with a talent for creating mesmerizing drawings, there was more to his personality. Day after day, his popularity grew, and people, now in millions, started asking who the man behind this title was. Without a name, it was as if he had no past, no identity, only his art that he was sharing with the world, and that is exactly what made him so suspicious. It is common knowledge that hypnotists cannot share their name with people. As the fame of this artist grew, so did the rumors about his mystery. How could someone so unknown become so famous so fast? He was not the first ever doodle artist, nor were his drawings unique from the rest of the artists. In fact, anyone can pick up a pencil and draw scribbly shapes and characters, even you and me. So why did he get so much fame over his art? Was he just an artist, or was there something more sinister at play? When people started to question him seriously, he at last relented and gave the audience his real name. According to him, his real name is Sam Cox, but it is very likely that it is another fake personality, a fake name like Mr. Doodle that he is using to get away from the suspicions of the public. But why is he now under suspicion of being a hypnotist? And how does he even hypnotize millions of people all at once? For this, we need to understand the science of hypnosis. The key word here is science because hypnosis is a scientific process. It is not magic, as some people think. Hypnosis makes people think and behave differently. When most people think about hypnosis, the first thing that comes to their mind is a magician putting people under their spells. And why shouldn't it? After all, so many movies show hypnotists as magicians who can make people walk and talk any way they want. But this is not how hypnosis works. It is a complex process that has been studied and used for centuries. In fact, it is studied to a point that now many therapists even use it to treat their patients. The form of therapy that uses hypnosis is called hypnotherapy. When a person undergoes hypnotherapy, they feel more relaxed and active. Most therapists use hypnotherapy to calm the trauma patients and stop them from harming themselves. Remember, the therapists or hypnotherapists are trained professionals who use hypnosis techniques to access the subconscious mind and influence thoughts, feelings, and behaviors of their patients. But how does hypnosis actually work? According to researchers, there are many theories, and the end result of all these theories is the same. Hypnosis can have a profound impact on the human brain and behavior. Hypnosis is like a conditioning experiment. You show a shape or object to a person and plant ideas inside their head. As a result, when the person sees that shape or objects again, the planted idea starts to grow into an action, and the person who is hypnotized is no longer able to tell whether it was his genuine idea or result of hypnotherapy. If used in a bad way, hypnosis can alter brain activity, particularly in regions involved in attention, perception, and memory. Throughout history, there are cases of hypnotists who were able to do changes in heart rate, blood pressure, and other physiological processes of their victims. So while it is used for treating anxiety and other mental illnesses, a skilled hypnotist can also use it to cause anxiety and other mental illnesses. Coming back to our main topic, Mr. Doodle, how does he hypnotize his audience? By using hypnosis, you can change the opinion of people and make them like or dislike a thing. Now think about how common a doodly drawing is. Every other first or second grader can do it. Sure, some people can do these better than the rest, but it is not a very impressive deed, not a very spectacular form of art. But Mr. Doodle has his entire fame based on making these. People look at his work and instantly think it is the coolest form of drawings they have seen in their lives. In fact, the more they look at it, the more they seem to love it. There are even cases of people buying his work for millions of dollars. And not to be a hater here, but the same people can make similar doodles themselves if they try. So why are people buying these drawings for millions? The answer is simple and clear: hypnosis. Through his art, Mr. Doodle is making the people think that his work is in equal ranks with that of Da Vinci's Mona Lisa, if not better. But how does he do it? Well, according to many people, he hides in his illustrations some similar and recurring shapes that are hypnotizing to look at. The more a person looks at these shapes, the more he is hypnotized. And as a result, under the spell of hypnosis, people think that the art they are looking at is actually worth a fortune. The desperation gets to a point that they pay millions of dollars to buy these seemingly worthless drawings. You can do this experiment yourself. Look at his art. At first, you will feel nothing for it, and will certainly not see these doodles as a high-class work of art. But as the time goes on, as you keep looking, you will be able to feel a sense of interest developing. You will feel like the sketches and shapes are really expressive and cool. But that is simply your mind getting under the spell of his hypnosis. And one thing about hypnosis that you should know is that it never lasts long, never lasts forever. If a person is hypnotized, the person will get back to his senses after some time. The same thing happened with people who bought his work. When the effects of hypnosis wore off, they were left confused as to why they spent millions of dollars on simple doodles. Anyway, can a person point at these hypnotic shapes and stand against him? Do you think it is easier to spot these shapes, or is it a hard task? If you think it is, you are gravely wrong. Only a skilled hypnotist can hide and find these shapes. And you should know that these shapes are like hidden messages which only your subconscious mind can read. And once your mind does this, these hidden messages instantly start to influence your thoughts, emotions, and actions. Clearly, according to the researchers who study hypnosis, these shapes and messages can be the swirling spirals, or even simple straight lines. It depends on the hypnotist on what shapes he uses and how impactful his message is to your brain.
I'm going to start with a fish. He is skating on a skateboard. I'm going to take a skateboard because all the other cool fish round the town are all taking skateboards as well, and this character is looking at the fish. This guy is thinking, fish and chips is my favorite dinner.
Another thing that you should know about hypnosis is that it is only successful if it is repeated over and over. And Mr. Doodle always repeats some particular shapes in his work till your subconscious mind starts seeing a pattern and reads the message hidden between them. Another name for this technique in hypnosis is habituation. Without this technique, the hypnotist, no matter how skilled, cannot do people what he wants them to do. And clearly, if you look at the repetition of shapes in Mr. Doodle's work, he is a master of this technique. But is he the only person to use hypnosis for his gain? Are there no other people using hypnosis to get what they want? As a matter of face, no, he is not the only one using hypnosis. There are so many artists, singers especially, who are now using basic level hypnosis to capture the attention of their fans. In fact, the most dangerous form of hypnosis is performed by the satanic cults who openly use their ungodly symbols in everything they do or create to make people think that satanic worship is okay. Even top brands like Balenciaga are known to use satanic, hypnotic symbols in their marketing campaigns. Many people who are hypnotized form a cult, and in cults, no person is aware of their actions. You must be thinking that Mr. Doodle does not have any cult, right? Well, as a matter of fact again, he does have a cult. His fans openly, and with pride, call themselves doodlers. They are highly devoted to his art and personality, and try to remake and share his art as much as they can. Clearly, you can observe a cult-like behavior in his fans. So why is Mr. Doodle controlling all these people? Why does he want to be a cult leader? Well, there is no clarity on what the intentions are. Many hypnotists have used hypnosis to master mind control and get rich. His intentions can be the same: mind control people and get rich, or he could simply be fascinated by the art of hypnosis and trying to learn mass control hypnosis. After all, true practitioners of hypnosis always love to hone their skill over countless people's. If there is anything that is certain, it is that he will continue to control the minds of millions as long as he is making art. His influence is already so much beyond the art world. He is the entity that controls so many people at once, and these people affectionately call themselves his fans. And unfortunately, there is nothing that the people can do about him. Maybe one day he will come out to his fans, cult, and confess that he's been controlling their minds for a long time now. Or maybe the cult will continue to grow over the years with no awareness of being mind controlled. What do you think about Mr. Doodle? Do you think that he is a mind-controlling hypnotist, taking advantage of innocent people, or just an artist thought to be a conniving hypnotist? Leave your thoughts in the comments, and do share this video along with your friends and family circle.